Hi, so I'm looking to take a trade right here. It's all right, here we go. I'm gonna get my, oh, fuck. I can't buy any higher than that because I need room to the highs, and I don't want to mess with my risk to reward. So, yeah, it looked like it was just spiking up for a sec as soon as, you know, as soon as it triggered. So I hope I can get filled. Oh yeah, and so I recorded this trade right here. It's my last video. You can go watch it. I uploaded it like 5 hours ago or something. I uploaded it as soon as I got out of the trade.
Order filled.
Oh, here we are. Quickly get everything in place. Okay, so we're just going 1-to-1. Obviously, we can't go for more than that because we have these highs here. Um, and I'm already getting out at the high, so it still needs to tick through, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. I do that all the time, but it usually it won't be a big deal if you get out on the range. So anyway, I'm just going for 7 ticks. I can't go for any more than that. Um, it definitely feels like a very small target. Oh, there we go. Anyway, so come on, tick higher. Because I don't know why. I keep getting out on the tick. You know, that doesn't happen very often, but I feel like it's happened 3 times this week. Um, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was just really early in the queue. It doesn't matter. I keep mentioning it only because it's unusual, but it keeps happening this week, so that's why I keep talking about it. But anyway, so hope y'all enjoyed the trade. Um, Dang, it looks like it's doing pretty good. But anyway, I want to see how it reacts to the measured move target. So we just reached it. Um, anyway, I'm not gonna stay. Yeah. Anyway, it's very nice trade. I'm just gonna go into the rest of the day now. So I put my overnight highs here. At first, I kind of thought they were here, and then with a breakout, but then I realized that this was formed at like 7, so that's technically the overnight. Basically, anything before 8:30, I consider the overnight. I'm pretty sure that's a lot of people consider the overnight just before the market opens. So, you know, that's how I think of it. Just anything between last trading session and before the market opens today is the overnight session. So we have these highs, we push lower, we are let me move that. We have this downtrend, we have a break. We can expect prices to make a new low. Also, this uptrend played out with a break and a new high. We have a first entry long, second entry long failure, rushing below the EMA. So basically what I see here is the uptrend played out, and then we got a reversal pattern rushing below the EMA, and we expect a new low for this downtrend. So that's what I was thinking here. Um, of course, if you want to go watch the trade, it's just the last video, and I of course explain a lot about it while I'm taking it. Um, Another thing, while I was taking this trade, um, I drew these measured moves. So I drew this leg, and this target was pretty accurate. It basically, let me just move it over. Basically got there and reversed. It ticked lower, but I felt good that my exit target was before this measured move was over. So anyway, that was the first trade. 8.5 points. We push lower. We have a couple more legs down. We correct. We go through the EMA. We get another leg up. So it's a second entry short, but there's not really anything good here because it's not off of anything. It's just in the middle of the range. If this EMA had held, then we could have gotten something good here, but it just chopped straight through it. So we push lower, we get another correction. At this point, I marked this area because I wanted to talk about it. It's not exactly the best area to go short, and let me explain. I just deleted this arrow. So we have this leg down, and then I'm expecting this leg down. Now, you can clearly draw this channel. It's kind of getting cluttered actually. Let me just, we have this channel down, break, new low, and so now that we have a break and a new low, it is safer to look for longs if we can get above the EMA. And then we close right above the EMA after the downtrend plays out. So I was kind of worried about going short there. Of course it works, but it's just something to be worried about. You know, downtrend is played out and then we immediately close above the EMA. So I was, just something to be concerned about. And then we do bounce early still before getting down to the lows. We have a first entry short, second entry short, failure. It's not a perfect setup. Um, it just rushes above the EMA, rushes straight back below. And that's just indecision. I didn't want to take anything in here. So we start to get this uptrend here. We have these lows, highs, has a tiny overshoot, leads to a break. We get a higher low rushing above the EMA. It's not a very good looking setup. It's a complete doji bar. You don't really want to take that. Um, I just see chop right there. I don't see anything interesting. So anyway, we make a new high for this uptrend. We have a second leg up before reaching the EMA. And finally, we push back below the EMA. And then we get, oh, whoops. Where was I? Oh yeah, so here we get a reversal pattern from this uptrend. I didn't feel like taking it because it just seemed prices seemed very indecisive at this point. I mean, like it bounced early here. The uptrend has already played out here, and it's bouncing early from the highs here. So I really this is really a no trade area. I mean, if you can't reach the lows and then you can't reach the highs, the uptrend's already played out, and you're already rushing back below. I mean, that's just indecision. So you know, it works for 1-to-1, I believe. Yeah. Two legs down, we rush back above, and then finally we reach the highs again. Well, we don't quite reach it. We almost reach the highs. You can clearly see on a bigger picture that we have two big pushes up here. So that's nice to see. And then I got to my next trade, and I was really worried about this trade because it doesn't look like a perfect trade. So here's what I was thinking. We have these two legs up, which I don't know why I deleted them, but we have two legs up. So the uptrend is played out, and then we have this short-term uptrend right here, has a break, new high, and then we rush below the EMA. This trade, I liked it. One reason I liked it was because it was almost a repeat pattern of this trade. I mean, it's just coming off the highs, reversal pattern. So obviously, I didn't take it on this bar. I waited on this huge bearish bar, and then it got triggered here, and then I put my entry way up here, and then it took a while, but I got filled, and then it did a little trap here, and then it just rushed lower. So I kind of wish I had gotten in lower, so then my target could be bigger. But whatever. So that's 5.5 points. That's right. So anyway, it's just a reversal pattern. We have first entry long, second entry long, failure, rush below the EMA. We have this downtrend break, expecting a new low. Uptrend played out. We just reversed down after almost reaching the highs and after reaching a measured move. So there's reasons I liked this trade. The entry wasn't perfect, but once we got this bearish bar and then that triggered, I was totally fine with entering with a limit order. Um, but yeah, it's a little more hard to spot, hard to take these kind of trades because that it just doesn't look like a cookie cutter entry like over here. Over here it looks a lot better. But anyway, so we push down. We do bounce early again. It looks like there could just be some support up here, but anyway, I'm going to leave my list down here. So we push lower, we bounce early, we go into this range once we reach the EMA. It looks like it's struggling to get above the EMA. And then finally we break out, pull back. We have this second entry long off the range highs, but I didn't want to take this because I didn't want to take the breakout pullback, but it is a second entry. I didn't want to take a second entry that's pushing below the EMA in what feels pretty congestive. I mean, not congestive, it's just indecisive, and you know, we can't quite reach either way. So also this downtrend didn't play out. I mean, it has downtrend, and then it has a break. This is actually the second attempt lower, so downtrend break, first attempt lower, second attempt lower. I just wanted some, I would have wanted to see something better that's above the EMA, considering how indecisive today is, but anyway. So I didn't want to go long there, but we push it up, we go into this bigger uptrend, we have a break, new high, and then we go into a range. That's very common. So at this point, I really just wanted to get a reversal down, because if we can clearly see that the uptrend played out and then we rush back below and we can get something good to go short, then that's awesome. But we don't get that. We rush back above, and so at this point I'm wanting to play the range rules. So we are in a range. This uptrend is played out, but I can still play the range rules. We still have room to the measured target up here, so I thought that this higher low is pretty good. Just to get out at the highs, you know, I obviously it looks like I could have made 1 to 2 on it, but obviously I can't go for that. Um, I mean, the resistance is too obvious right here. I can't just expect it to go through it, especially if I want to be consistent. So it did it this time, but that doesn't mean it's going to just go out the range every time. So I need to limit in if I need to. So anyway, that's the video. Hope y'all had a good trading day. Hope y'all got one of these trades at least. Um, but yeah, this is just what I saw, and I like to take the bigger picture setups. I understand there's more scalps inside of here, but I don't like to take the tiny little scalps. I don't like to go for 1 point scalps or anything like that. That's just way too small, especially with the risk to reward. Going for 1 point scalps, it's like, I mean, you're gonna need to have a bigger than a 1 point stop, you know, most of the time. So, you know, that that's just not my style of trading. If I'm gonna trade, I need really good risk to reward. I don't want to be taking 1 point scalps. I understand I could be getting some more entries, but for me, that would just cause a lot of losers because, you know, trading that short term is one, it's very, mentally stressful, but also it's just the risk to reward. That's even worse. I used to trade with not very good risk to reward. I used to do the 1 point scalps, a few years ago, a couple years ago, but it's not exactly for me. Uh, but yeah, I do understand that there might be some in here that I missed because I just don't take those. So I just like to focus on the bigger picture, the bigger context setups. So anyway, I hope that's clear. Um, yeah, I'm also about the sound. I'm trying to speak up. I realize the main reason that a lot of times a lot of my videos are quiet is just because I'm talking too quietly. Like I've tried everything I can with the sound. I've tried turning it up. I can't figure it out anything in the settings. So I realized I'm just talking really quietly. And someone pointed out in my last video with the trade that they pointed out to me that the video, which I haven't responded to anyone yet, but they pointed out that I was really quiet in the video, and I kind of noticed that I was pretty quiet. That was just because I was tired. I wasn't even expecting to make a video. Um, I just forgot to be speaking up, which let me know how the audio is in this video, if y'all don't mind. I think I might need to get a new microphone, which I don't, yeah, I should probably just get a new mic, like a Blue Yeti or something. Or I don't know, I'll get whatever's best. That's the only, that's the only mic that I know off of the top of my head. But, but anyway, hope y'all had a good trading day, and I will see y'all in the next video.